Hello, I'm Andrea Barker and I work for Linker on the workforce development team. But today I'm going to show you how to use the Whzan kit and how easy it is to use.
And I'm Debbie Hardy and I work on the Linker workforce development team, and I'm going to be your patient today, and I'm going to try and be good.
So most of you will be familiar with your Whzan kit, and so obviously when you open it up you have your digital tablet which would normally be plugged in. So we unplug that and you would switch it on. And you'll see that it says Whzan Health, and some people think it looks like a bit like a rainbow or a bunch of very colourful bananas. So you click onto there, and then you need to put in your username and your password. So if you've actually used your login before, it will have saved your username. You'll just have to put in your password. For these purposes, we come up with a home training record, but for you, you'll have the record of all your residents on your tablet. So we click on here, and then it will bring up all your different residents. And today we have Minnie Mouse. So I'm going to click onto there. And what happens is it shows you the time, and that's where we start. I've actually put the device back in the box because it's safer there, and that leads to it being looked after a bit better. So now, Minnie, I'm going to take your blood pressure. Okay. Is that all right? Okay. So what I want you to do is, can you put your arm just on the table, nice, gentle. Can you pull this up? Pull right. Yes, please. So what we're going to do first is Debbie's blood pressure, and the blood pressure machine is actually linked into your tablet. So first of all, we're going to put the cuff on. It actually tells you that this aligns with the shoulder. I'm going to put this around Minnie's arm, and you want it quite firm, but not too tight. And ideally, you want this in line with the middle of her arm, okay? And now we're going to plug this into the device, into the blood pressure device. And now I'm going to switch it on. Okay, so it might go a bit tight, just keep your arm nice and relaxed. It's now deflating. Is that okay?
That's fine, thank you.
Thank you. Now what's happened, as that has done a reading, there's a little circle that came up on the device.
Your blood pressure is 121/74. Your pulse is 84 beats per minute.
So the little circle was saying that it's actually speaking to the device, and as you've heard, we've now got Minnie's blood pressure readings. So now, Minnie, I'm going to take your temperature. Okay. And remember, we put the little ear probe into your ear, okay? What you need to do is make sure you put on an ear cap to cover the device, and you press in, twist, and it will come out. Then you turn the device on and it will do a little bleep, and it lets you know that it's on. That's it. And now I'm going to put it into Debbie's ear. And press it again, and it's going to do a long bleep.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a reading, and it will now talk to the device. So the little circles come on again.
Your temperature is 36.9 degrees Celsius.
And that will have stored the temperature on the device. So the caps are one use only, and you actually push this down to release the cap, but make sure you're not pointing it in anybody's face.
Do you want me to catch it?
And Debbie's going to catch it. Okay. But now we have that reading on the device, and we put this back in here and store it back in here. So now I'm going to use the oximeter, which is going to check Debbie's oxygen levels, and also it does her pulse again. If the hands are cold and the circulation's not good, sometimes the reading is more difficult. And it's the same if somebody has nail varnish on, you may not get a very good reading. So I'm just going to ask Debbie to warm her hands up. Okay, and then we make sure that we put it all the way onto the finger and switch it on. That's it, and it's now done a reading, so it's very quick. The circles come up again on the device.
Your blood oxygen is 96%. Your pulse is 89 beats per minute.
And now we've stored both those readings as well into the device. Thank you. So if you had any concerns about your residents where you need to take a picture, all you do is go to the camera where it says take a picture. So I'm going to take a picture of Debbie's arm. If you just leave it there, it's lovely. And then take a picture. And then it asks you if you want to submit the photo. And you can edit the comment. So in the comment, you could put what your concerns are, and then you actually would then submit the photo just by pressing yes. Okay, so thank you, Debbie. We've got your readings now.
Am I healthy?
Yes. But don't forget to put everything back. So the Whzan case will store everything. Remember to plug your device back in, and then you need to be able to put that on charge. And so your charging device gets plugged into the side, and then you're able to plug it in and make sure it's charged up. Thank you.